welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got a 4th of July coaster video coming up today because my dining room table, I keep 8 settings set all the time. And I change it for the season and I decorate the table for the season. So now that it's coming into Memorial Day and 4th of July, I decided to do 8 coasters for the table. So when I was at Hobby Lobby the other day, I came across these. These are iron on patches. This is what they look like out of the package. And I saw 4 different ones. I need 8, but today's video is only going to be 4, and then I'm going to have to come up with 4 more different ones. So this is the back because it's an iron on, and the fronts are nice and sparkly as usual. So my idea is, because they're very thin, as you can see, it's extremely thin. So I'm going to pour 1 ounce of resin on the bottom of these and let it cure. And then I'm going to take some red, white, and blue. Actually, the resin I'm going to do in white because it looks best on a white background, I think. So you can see everything. I hope. I don't really want to do black. I'm still thinking about it. But then I'm going to take this red, white, and blue with stars and just barely sprinkle it around. Then I will lay these in there and then pour clear resin on top. So I'm going to mix up 4 ounces of resin. Be right back. So if you're new to my channel, I do measure my molds with water so I know how much resin to expect to use. And each one of these holds just over 2 ounces to get a nice dome on it, so you don't have to sand down the edges very much if you can get it domed well enough. And I'm just going to mix up my white pigment paste. Make sure you mix it really well before you add it into your resin because it does eventually separate. Mine wasn't too bad. I've used it recently, so it's been mixed. And then basically with the white, you can just take off almost all of it before you add it to your clear because it's very, very dense and it will give you a lot of color, and white is extremely heavy, which in this case I don't care how heavy it gets because it doesn't matter if it sinks. It's going to be completely opaque anyway, and I don't want to be able to see through the bottom, so I might even put a little bit extra. So as you can see, it is pretty white for barely any pigment paste on there. But I think I'm going to add a little more. And yeah, you might want to use a different because you can't really see through the white on this. I'm just going to take a little more and get it mixed in. I don't want mine transparent today. I want to be able to see the little bit of glitter that I'm going to be putting on there. And I'm going to wait till it gets tacky to put the glitter on. That way it doesn't sink to the bottom and disappear on me. So I'll wait several hours before I place the glitter and the iron-ons. Okay, that looks pretty good. I am going to get my little tiny measuring cup so I measure them all equally. So I'm going to use this so I make sure I have the right amount in each one and they're all the right depth. Now I will link all the things that I use in my description. A lot ask what kind of resin I use. I use several different resins. It depends on what I'm doing. So whichever project I am doing, that resin will be in the description box below for you. And all these supplies, these little cups and all these things, some bonus videos are in there. There's a lot in the description box, so make sure you check that out too when you're done watching. make sure it gets to all the sides, and then we're going to let it cure for probably 4 or 5 hours. This is an 8-hour cure resin and full cure in 24 hours. So it doesn't take too long. I do spray mine with 99% alcohol to pop the bubbles instead of using a torch if I can avoid it, so I don't ruin my molds. And that's it for now, guys. I'll be back in a few hours. All right. Well, it's been way longer than I wanted it to be. It's a Saturday. I was out and about doing all kinds of things, and these are completely dry, so they're not tacky at this point. And I wanted them tacky in order to get the glitter to stay on. So what I decided I'm going to do is, this is Mod Podge in my bottle. I'm going to just paint some Mod Podge on there so I can get the glitter to stick on there. And then I will also put these little iron-ons on there as well. Since Mod Podge dries clear, I figured that would be a good choice. So that's what I'm going to do, seeing that I was out having some fun for a little while today. So let's just, the Mod Podge does dry quickly. So I think I'm going to put the glitter down first. I don't want a lot. I just want something to take up some of that negative space. That right over until it dries. It's completely dry, so we're good to pour. So I mixed up 5 more ounces of clear resin, and all we got to do is pour it over. Actually, I'm going to do it out of the cup just to make sure I get them all the same. That was about the perfect amount. So 9 ounces in total. I did 1 ounce, or I mixed 4 ounces for the white layer and 5 ounces for the clear layer. This is just alcohol again. pop any bubbles, and we're just going to let them sit, and then we will unmold. It's the next day. It's time to unmold. They're all cured and ready, and there's not a whole lot of reveal, just pretty much to see how much I need to trim. I didn't dome them very well. I should have mixed a little bit more resin, but that's okay. They're really not that bad. They're not too sharp. And the backs are white, just like I wanted them to be. So what do you think? I'm going to trim the edges with some silver. But other than that, they were pretty simple, cut and dry, easy to do. Now I just need to come up with 4 more that will kind of match. I didn't have any more of the inlays, so I'll do something red, white, and blue with the same colors so they can go on the table together. I think they came out pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. I do try to get videos out almost every day. I don't know how long I can keep that up for because I do work, but so far I've kept it up for a while. I'm just going to take my silver pen, which sounds kind of empty because I use it so often, and I'm going to go around the edges. I'll do one for you, and then I will get you some end photos. Let me move the camera a little bit. Get you some end photos. So I just want to say thanks for coming in again. Oh, you know what? I need to use my deburring tool first. Get a little bit of that off. I do link all these tools in my descriptions. I may have already said that. I don't remember. I do link the resin, molds, colors if I can. Glitters, not so much because I take them out of their packages. So I don't really know where I get the glitters. Just make sure it's not sharp before you put your pen on. I'm sorry if this is out of camera. I'm not watching the camera. All right, that's good. So yes, thank you guys for coming in. Leave me a comment. I do love reading all of them. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you have a blessed day, whatever you are doing today. And I will see you on the next one.